Shut up. So today I've got a part 2 to the 26 weird Super Mario Game Genie codes video that I did a couple weeks back. I still had a ton of codes and comments left after the last video, so I thought we could throw them together and do a part 2. So grab your Game Genies and let's check it out. You guys are great. Really. This video wouldn't have been possible without all the awesome codes you've been leaving in the comments. Seriously. You guys have shown me that there's so much depth to these codes, and the possibilities are seemingly endless. I'm constantly impressed by your guys' codes, even if some of you are just pulling them off websites. Seems like whenever I think, oh, they can't get any better than this, they do. And as a result, my favorite codes are always changing these days. I check out as many codes as possible, so please, don't stop posting them. Though I gotta mention that you can't just use any word you want for these codes. It doesn't work like that, but I'll get more into that later. I also want to say that due to time constraints, if you submitted multiple codes in a comment, in this video I'm only able to check out 1 or 2 max. So what I did was choose ones that were the best, or would have the widest appeal. But yeah, you guys fucking rule, so let's get into it. First on the list today comes from R. Patterson76, who says, AEPLLG lets you jump while in the air. Aw, sweet, an infinite jumping code. Nice. This code will let you jump and jump over and over again in the air until your thumb gets a nasty blister. With this code, you can just jump through the whole freaking level. Dang. This might come in handy later in the video. Oh shit, I'm gonna fall. Ah! Watch out for the Hammer Brothers though. Damn! How does that happen? Our next code is from Albin9000. Albin says, AAGPEG. Different enemies plus warps. Sweet. I love codes that spawn different enemies. If you've played through the original Mario as many times as I have, these codes can really boost the replay value. And the giggle value. And the creepy value. Ah! Let's get out of here. Our next code comes from Zenthio, who says, Killgruz, please try on part 2. Try BUTPLG. You can break the clouds like they were bricks. I gotta see this. That is cool, dude. Oh, look, you can run on them too. I'm standing on the clouds. Take that, you cloud bush bastards. Next, we have a code from Mario the Retard 7. Mr. Retard says, EVYTVY. Makes Mario jump like Luigi. Hell yeah, man. Look at him kick those legs. This one would actually be pretty good to pair up with one of those moon gravity codes, and maybe a code to make Mario's outfit green like Luigi. Metal Gamer 21 has our next code. He says, try LLTTGE. When you shoot enemies, you get hilarious stuff. So what this code did for me was flatten Goombas when you shoot them, and sometimes they'd even jump off the screen before I could get them. The Koopa Troopas would sometimes just bounce a little when they got hit with fireballs, almost the same as when you jump on them. The funniest part, in my opinion, were the underwater levels with this code. Looks like I shot his head off. Look at this Cheep straight up faint when he sees his buddy get decapitated. Our next code is from Angel Aguilera, who says, SZLIVA. When turning into Fire Mario, you go to the next level and still be Fire Mario. Okay, let's try this out. Okay, got the mushroom. Now let's get the fireflower. Whoa. Yep, sent us to the next level. Haha. Though it doesn't seem to update the level. Still thinks we're in 1-1. Pretty cool 1-1. Next, we have a string of codes from DR137C. Man, I hate typing multiple lines. Anyways, he says, try this. PIGPOG plus OVAAA AAA plus SVTVNU plus nipple. Nipple is optional. I don't know what planet you're from, man, but the nipple is never optional. So this just looks like a corruption code with PIGPOG showing through. It's also really unstable. It's okay, but we've seen this before. Our next code is from... Wait, what is all this shit? What the fuck? This guy is a perfect example of what not to do. First of all, this is too many posts. Shit. Second, this doesn't make sense. You don't just type random words into Game Genie like this. It's not how it works. See these letters up top? Those are the only letters you can use in a code. The codes have to be either 6 or 8 letters long each line. Typing a word with these barely ever even works, and that's part of the reason it's funny when we find ones that actually work. Try hell yeah! And after you see what that does and mix it with all the other yes, yes, yeah, fuck yeah, and yeah.exe, extra please do this so when you play I can silently shout out yes. I like how he gets progressively sadder as he goes on. Yes, do it. You aren't gonna do it, will you? Sorry, bro, I aren't gonna do it. Next, we have a code from Hacked by his friend Jack. This guy says, if you enter ASSSUK, when you hit a block with this card on it will prevent you from interacting with any block, even invisible ones. So no power-ups for you with this code. Then we get a bonus comment from this guy, referring to the gay suck code in my old video. How old are you? First gay suck, and now this? Yeah, these are incredibly offensive, aren't they? Hope you didn't see part 1 of this video. So yeah, with this code you really can't hit any blocks or bricks or anything. It's actually a really good challenge to play through the game with this code on. You don't even really think about how many bricks or boxes you bash during a normal Mario session. Not relying on this major gameplay mechanic really is tough. Our next code is from my quirk. This guy says, try STOPPI and Luigi Oh. Okay, let's do it. STOPPI seems to bring us to a magical world 1-1, where power-ups are abundant. You'll never need to worry about running into a Goomba here, because Mario's next mushroom fix is only a few feet away. I guess it doesn't really matter though, because the whole level will eventually freeze and you can never even get to the end. Luigi Oh seems to do different things depending on which Mario you're using. On the standard issue Mario and Duck Hunt cart, you'll get 2020 graphics mode. We'll talk about 2020 graphics a little later in this video, and the game will freeze a little bit into the level. If you're using Luigi Oh on the plain old Super Mario cartridge, you'll get some interesting effects like missing bad guys, random bad guys placed wherever, random teleports, platforms. I even got a random pause button, but it wasn't even a real pause because everything was still moving and the time was ticking down. You can't seem to beat the first level with this code though, because a Koopa Troopa comes out of the castle just as you enter it, and I guess that prevents the game from moving on. Our next code comes to us from Edgy Kid number 42. He says, AESEPIYX turns Mario into a black man. LOL.
Son, that's racist.
No, it's not. Maybe if we combined it with this code, it might be racist. But as it is, no way. I think it's racist that you think that there can't be a black Mario. You stupid old man. Next, we have about 1 million comments from people telling me, oh, Killgruz, IKAAE is better than yeah. Take your stupid yeah code and shove it up your ass because this code is so much better. First of all, you don't fuck with yeah. You don't do it. There is nothing better than yeah. You could have a code that makes Mario jump around with a boner, and it wouldn't be better than yeah. Actually, no, that would be better. But you get my point. It's not the level of corruption that matters. It's the level of yeah. And I'm sorry, not. But IKAAE lacks significant yeah. I guess ultimately it comes down to Mario versus Maru. I'm Team Maru. Next, we have a code from Let's Play with Robert. Robert says, try this code, VGPNYY. Okay, Robert, dude, let's do it. So right off the bat, we can see this is a 2020 graphics code with weird music. Let's talk a little bit more about 2020 graphics. 2020 graphics can be seen in many codes, though it usually just pops in and out of it. 2020 graphics can easily be recognized by the following: trees for pipes, pandas for Goombas, grassy hills, copyright clouds, turd bricks, decapitated horse head blocks, and, creepy skulls on the boxes. Can't unsee those. 2020 graphics also gives you weird amounts of points for stuff. Here we get 516 points for killing these turtles and getting this coin. Here we get 2,430 points for getting this 1-up. 16 points and a toenail clipping for killing these pandas. Our next code is from TTU Lang Genius. He says, I've got one for you. OPAI. It has a butterfly effect. If you kill an enemy, the rest of the level changes, and you usually can't finish it. It adds a level of challenge to not kill enemies. OPAI is a Japanese word for boobs. So boobs literally destroy the world. Boobs, eh? Okay, let's try it. So of course we're not going to avoid the bad guys, so let's get those butterfly effects. Whoa, cool pipe. Well, not too bad so far. Shit. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, no problem. Damn. You know what might help us here? Let's try this with the first code we checked out today. The jump while in the air code. Alright, so got over it. So let's rock this level. I wonder if we can go down here. Haha, yep. Oh, sweet. Now we're at the end. We did it, guys. We overcame the butterfly effect. Our next code comes to us from Tim Beals and Drav35, who both suggested using the code Toke Up. I remember this one from back in the day, and Toke Up to this code I did. This code rules. It makes all the colors really trippy. Some levels can actually get pretty tough when the bad guys blend in with the background. Oh shit, 720? That's like 420 plus 300, man. It's a sign. 720, blaze it. Our next code is another stupid one. Killgruz, have you ever tried to find out what would happen if you put in DCLXVI for the code? No, I haven't. And I bet you just pulled that code out of your ass. Yep, it doesn't do shit. You guys, seriously. Stop posting your guesses of what you think a code might be. It's fucking stupid, and you're wasting people's time. You don't even need a Game Genie to try out codes these days. Chances are you have a computer somewhere where you can download an emulator and try punching in your guesses of codes. Next, we have a quote from Kieran Travis, who says, Pixu has Mario control time. Whoa, that sounds pretty sweet. Okay, so what it seems to do is freeze all the enemies and everything when Mario's power-up state changes. Like when he gets hit or gets a mushroom or something. I ended up getting pretty far into the game when this happened. Mario got hit and didn't die? Whoa, sweet. I tried it again to make sure it was real. Yep, it's real. Mario can't freaking die by getting hit by enemies. So I ran around getting hit by enemies until I got bored. I was playing a water level last before I shut it off, then I noticed this. Hitting any of the bad guys in an underwater level sends you flying upwards. So of course I had to try this out. Because, well, I've always wanted to get up here. Haha. Hell yeah, man, this code is awesome. Next, we have a quick code from XNG UIW Bricks, who told us to check out the code TXNUXI. It's supposed to duplicate Mario. I didn't get any Mario duplication from this code, but what I did get was pretty weird. Some of the bricks have random 1-ups in them. Most have nothing in them. But when he hits any of these blocks, it kind of shakes the screen and gives the illusion that he's hitting these blocks hard as hell. Like so damn hard that he destroys any power-ups that were supposed to be in there. Our next code is a selection from Deoxys and Mewtwo. This person has repeatedly posted excellent codes. It was hard to choose, but out of this big list, I chose a string of codes that were supposed to make the game into Super Sonic Bros. Let's check it out. So this code gives Mario Sonic's leg movement and speed, and the gradual movement of Sonic. It's pretty damn cool, and I don't think I've seen a code do anything like this before. I'm not exactly sure what each line of this code actually does, but I'm sure someone can enlighten us. This is a code you definitely have got to check out. Our next code comes from Ian Malcolm, who says, Try Gullible. It's absolute insanity. At first I thought this was another prank code. Oh, you kids and your rotten pranks. But this turned out to be an actual code. This code doesn't work on the Mario and Duck Hunt cart. Mario is just kind of stuck there looking weird at the title screen and you can't start the game. On my actual NES, it's a different effect. This guy H2O let me know that if your code uses pretty much any letter that isn't in Game Genie, FCEUX treats it as an A. So just substitute any wrong characters for an A. Here it makes Mario look like he freaking exploded all over the place. It won't let me start the game though, which kinda sucks. But damn, bits of Mario everywhere. On the plain Mario cartridge, it makes some weird things happen, where Mario is backwards and you can't see where you're going. Looks like Mario really wants that mushroom, but he'll never get it. Next, we have a code from N64SMCAEC, who says UILNYY. The game has weird behavior. The demo starts while playing. There's a pallet problem and Goombas throw hammers. Haha, sounds interesting. And it is indeed. Mario can swim at the beginning of the game, but will grab onto invisible vines. After a little bit, the demo just takes over and does what it wants, before taking you back to the title screen. I actually tried to see how far I could get here and just kinda went for it. But damn, at 370 on the clock, the demo takes over every time. It kinda sucks, but otherwise cool code. Our next code is from Alex Corruptor. He tells us to try VNAAAE. Sure thing, boss. Here we have another super corruption code, similar to the awful IKAAAE. Actually, the name here is Mario, so it is probably just another version of it. Team Maru! Our next code is from XNG UIW Bricks. Wait, I don't know how he slipped in here twice. Damn, I'm too lazy to go back and choose another code right now, so you win this time, man. Anyways, he tells us to check out the code Vvi AAU. So what did this code do? I don't know. Reviewing this footage I shot of it, I can't notice anything different here. Why did I choose this? I'm probably guessing this is the result of working till 3 AM. Trying to get these videos done in my free time. Yes, I suppose I could just edit this out, but nah. At this point, I'm fully committed on not taking the extra time to go back, choose another comment, record all the footage, write a whole piece on the script about what it does. Let's not waste this code spot though. Here's a trick you can do without any Game Genie. On 1-1, when you hit the star block, let it come out, and just follow it. When it gets to these stairs, grab it and book it to the flagpole. If you can get there fast enough, when the star power wears off, the music will change from the level ending theme to the overworld theme. Not amazing, but kinda cool. Our next couple codes come from Josh Oliver, who posted his giant list of codes. I chose a couple from this that stood out to me, so let's check them out. First up is TKYIVY, which causes enemies to run away from you and freaking jump off the ledges to get away. This one is pretty funny. It's like they're moving faster than normal, so it really seems like they're trying to get away. This is a really awesome code. Next, we have the code IUYLUY, which makes it so you can't die by falling in the holes. This code freaking rules. It's not just you that won't die from the holes. It actually saves the bad guys from the pits as well. Though when you kill a bad guy with fireballs, they constantly wrap around the screen. Look at all this garbage. This code makes you almost invincible to bad guys, but I thought we should take it a step further. I combined this code with the PIGPOG code from earlier that makes it so you don't die when bad guys touch you. So now we have the ultimate no-death code, where nothing can stop us. Unless you do something stupid like this.
It's time for the challenge code.
What's a challenge code? It's a code that brings a serious challenge to the game. If you're watching this video and are able to, you should definitely attempt this next code. It adds a serious difficulty and makes it a challenge to even pass the first level. This code comes from LOL, who tells us XYAGEO. The nearest enemy is pretty much impossible to kill. It'll just throw a ton of hammers. So without fireflower, you're screwed. Wow, yeah, I've seen this code in the past, and man, is it super difficult. Everything throws so many hammers. It's insane. Look at this Lakitu. I might make an attempt to beat the game with this code on in the future. It's pretty damn insane. Our final code today comes from Carlos Duarte. He's seriously been waiting a long time to get us to check out his code. Look at this post from 4 years ago, and here again a month ago. Pretty sure this is the same guy. Anyways, sorry to keep you waiting, Carlos, man. Let's check out your code, Blanca. So right off the bat, we can hear some pretty funky music, and immediately strange things start to happen. This code makes the level super strange, with bricks all over the place and random level pieces wherever. Haha, piece of the castle. Here we get to the end of the level. Haha. World 1-2 doesn't seem to be any different, but as soon as we get back above ground, it gets weird again. No flag on the flagpole. Strange fireworks. Looks like they malfunctioned a bit. Oh damn, there's that hammer throwing platform again. I like how a Goomba just goes strolling by.
Whoa.
Doesn't look like we can get past here. Let's use our jump in the air code. Now this is freaking weird. Oh, looks like Bowser's coming. Come with me, Toad. Doesn't seem to be too much else here. Well, and we're back at the main cartridge menu. That code freaking ruled. Well, that's it. That's all the codes I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not already following me, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I've got a lot more videos coming up in the future that you're probably going to want to see. So make sure you're subscribed. See you next time, dude.